This truck was built from raw stainless steel because Tesla simply didn't want you to ever forget it existed. Would you actually daily drive something this radical, or does it feel more like a statement piece parked in your driveway? Stick around because the 2026 Cybertruck just got cheaper, faster, and more confusing than ever, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly which version actually makes sense. Let's start with what hits you first. That exoskeleton body isn't painted metal wrapped around a frame, it's 30x cold-rolled stainless steel doing double duty as the structure itself. You'll notice there's no paint job to chip, no clear coat to fade, just raw, angular panels that look like they drove straight out of a concept render. Some people find it stunning, almost alien. Others think it looks like a fridge on wheels. Either way, nothing else on the road turns heads quite like this, and that alone tells you Tesla wasn't chasing consensus. But here's where it gets interesting. Tesla just restructured the entire lineup, and for the first time, there's an actual entry point. The base dual-motor AWD starts at $69,990 before destination, and it gets there by trimming things like the air suspension, swapped for a steel coil setup, along with a simpler audio system and no rear screen. Still, you're getting roughly 600 horsepower and a 4.1-second sprint to 60. That's supercar territory hiding inside a work truck. Step up to the premium AWD at $79,990, and you keep that same 4.1-second launch, but towing jumps from $7,500 all the way to $11,000 thanks to adaptive air suspension coming back into the picture. Think about that for a second. Nearly the same power, but a completely different capability ceiling. Then there's the Cyberbeast. Tri-motor, over 800 horsepower, Kelley Blue Book pegs it at 845, and it launches to 60 in just 2.6 seconds. That's quicker than most Porsches. And the price? Tesla slashed it this year from over $111,000 down to $99,990. It looks aggressive, but on the road, it drives with a surprising amount of composure for something this heavy. Now, imagine this. Every single trim shares the same massive 123 kilowatt-hour structural battery pack. Range comfortably clears 300 miles, with the AWD topping out around 325 depending on wheel size. It's built on an 800-volt architecture, meaning it can pull peak DC fast charging up to 500 kilowatts in short bursts. Just know it uses Tesla's NACS port, so if you're stopping at a CCS1 station, you'll need an adapter, and Tesla actually redesigned that adapter to work around the truck's unusual port location and wide fender. Step inside and the drama continues. An 18.5-inch touchscreen dominates the cabin, backed by navigation, Bluetooth, dual wireless chargers, and AI-assisted voice control. You've got heated front seats, a 7-speaker stereo, adaptive cruise control, a full surround view camera system, and a panoramic glass roof stretching overhead. It seats 5 comfortably with a roughly 6-foot composite bed that handles real work, not just weekend hauling. And beyond the surround view cameras and adaptive cruise, the driver assistance suite makes this massive truck feel far easier to place than its footprint suggests. Here's a genuine standout. 4-wheel steer-by-wire comes standard, though true rear-wheel steering is reserved for the premium and Cyberbeast trims, letting this massive truck practically pivot in parking lots. Payload sits at 2,535 pounds on the base trim, dropping only slightly to 2,271 on the Cyberbeast. But that's not even the best part. Both upper trims still tow a full 11,000 pounds without breaking a sweat. So, how does it stack up against the competition? The Ford F-150 Lightning, Rivian R1T, Chevrolet Silverado EV, and GMC Sierra EV are all circling this space, but none of them look remotely like this. US News actually praised the Cybertruck's rapid acceleration, composed ride, and roomy cabin, while calling out that touchscreen as distracting and admitting the styling won't win everyone over. Range also trails some rivals, so if that's your priority, it's worth cross-shopping carefully. Which one would you actually pick? The wild stainless Cybertruck or a more conventional rival like the Rivian R1T? Drop your answer in the comments because this debate never gets old. At the end of the day, the Cybertruck isn't trying to blend in, it's trying to rewrite what a pickup truck even looks like. And depending on the trim you choose, it can be a genuine performance machine or a surprisingly practical daily hauler. Would you actually buy one, or does a competitor make more sense for your driveway? Let me know below. And speaking of vehicles that completely rewrite the rulebook, our next video covers a machine that might just be even more controversial than this one. You won't want to miss it.